How to replace a screen. We're gonna need new spline, a roller tool, a knife, and new mesh, and the old screen frame. Honestly, we usually just replace these because it's just time consuming to replace screens, especially in the summer. Like, just birds tear them up and stuff, and they just tear easy. So we usually just replace them with like pre-made screens, which you can get, but these are the wrong size. Like, this is a smaller size and we don't have these, so we're just gonna re-screen this one. First, cut the old spline out of the frame. You can see, like, there's spline here in between that holds the screen in place all the way around. So we gotta get started here with our knife. Once you get started, you can just pull it out. If it starts coming out in pieces, like, you just gotta dig it out. Thankfully, this is coming out easy. Take the old screen out. Should just come out easy at this point. This one had a hole in it, like right there. It's just not very big, but like, insects are small, you know, and they can get through these holes. So we're just gonna replace it. Now take the new roll of screen and just roll it out across the top of the frame. Make sure it covers the whole frame. Now take our knife, I'm just gonna cut it beyond the screen here so that enough of the mesh covers the frame. Now we got our spline. Just pull out a large segment of spline. Just guess. Like, if it's not long enough, then you can always pull more out, cut more. If it's too long, then you can just cut it and save the rest for later. Now we got our roller tool. This has two wheels, so this side has a groove in the middle there. And then this side is just flat. This side is just for pressing it in there firmly. This side just is the first roll, gets it started. Now line one edge up with one corner where the groove is in the frame. And taking the grooved wheel, just gonna press down on the spline in the groove and get it started. Take it slow, because you can miss the spline and then roll over the mesh, and then the wheel cuts the mesh, and then you gotta cut more mesh out. It just takes longer. Work orders are low, so we are not in a hurry. Try to spread the mesh flat, because sometimes it'll fold up and then it gets harder to push it into the spline. Just make sure the mesh is flat. It's alright if it folds a little bit on itself in the groove, as long as the mesh covers the entire frame and there are no places where insects can get in. Now take the other wheel and just press it firmly in there. Take our knife. It's a little bit extra here, so we can just cut that off. Careful, don't cut yourself or the mesh. Now, still got our knife. We're gonna cut the extra mesh off. So just start in a corner again on the outside. You're gonna start like between the mesh, or between the spline and the frame. on the outside edge. You want to cut outside of the spline, like there, and you're just going to go down like so around the whole circumference of the frame. Again, take our time. We don't cut ourselves. We don't cut the mesh where it should not be cut. Put the screen back in the window. Raise the window up a little bit. These clips come out on both sides, pull in on them, and then the window rotates out like so. Like and subscribe.